the test recording go through, Nat?
Yeah, we sound good.
Alrighty. So, I don't have a formal recap written, but I can give you the lowdown. You can feel free to help me out if you want. So, you all were holding out in a cave on an unknown world in like this canyon-like environment. In there, you learned that Preston is very antsy and wants nothing more than to get away from everything here in your group and finish his task. But with a bit of a reality check from everyone, he agrees to work with your group. So with some forward scouting from Galatea and the party splitting into two groups, you all traverse the canyon, narrowly avoiding some Reaper creatures that you have not yet seen. Just before you witness a Quarian ship getting hit by the massive Reaper capital ship's laser beam. You saw many escape pods shoot out of it, as well as some shuttles. So you know for a fact that there were survivors, but unfortunately, you heard the captain did not make it out. And as the ship was sent cascading towards the surface, one of the escape pods whizzed over your party's heads, containing our guest boy, Ashen, who sent out a short-range transmission and attracted the attention of the party. And after narrowly dodging an encounter with a brute, he ejected, quickly composed himself enough to run away with the group, and you managed to flee to safety without encountering a single fight.
Yay.
As you walked through the landscape, eventually you found yourselves upon a stone that was actually a secret hatch, which a mysterious figure led you down, claiming it was safer down there, saying you guys were crazy for being on the surface. So as you followed him, he led you to a doorway that slid open and revealed an underground settlement that appears to be populated with Forcha. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I think that's all like the most important bits.
Pretty much nailed it on the head.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not remembering anything we missed.
Oh, Fortune Babby.
Yeah, but
That's about it.
So yeah, you noticed a child Forcha stare at your group as the door slid open. And though it called out to you, it was nudged to keep moving by its guardian.
Baby.
a baby.
So, picture this. So as the gear-shaped door has rolled all the way to its side, scraping against the metal wall, a bunch of dim light illuminates the space, revealing a massive open chasm. And before you is a rusted walkway that juts out to form a wide, suspended street. Bridges stretch across to the other side of the ravine to reveal a number of buildings built into both cliff sides in a rather disorganized fashion. Everything appears rusted and shoddily welded together, and passing foot traffic causes metallic creaks as they step. But the Vorcha you see seem to pay no heed to it. As your group is at least somewhat illuminated, you notice now you can get a good look at the figure that led you through the darkness. He takes off a hood, and it's revealed to be a jet black skin Vorcha with amber eyes and some tattoos. Though most of his figure is shrouded by a dark poncho. He picks up a sniper rifle, slings it onto his back, and rubs his hands clean of the rust from the door switch. And he stands at attention of your group, sizing you up.
Hi.
Well, I guess we should probably thank you for, saving our lives back there and all.
Yeah, we were in some serious trouble, so thank you.
Don't mention it. We're just glad there's any survivors to begin with. Though you don't look like you're from the Quarian ship.
No.
Well, the
Well-
only one who is, and she'll point to Ashen, is him.
I just raise my
It's a
hand.
weird story.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been my first guess.
That's fair. I don't suppose you've seen any or heard anything from any other survivors making it out?
We're still scattering the hunters, but haven't found anything yet. But don't worry, we're looking. We'll find your crewmates.
Be most appreciative.
Well, my name is Scoutmaster Styxus. I guess I'm the closest thing to Hatash's chief of security. And like I said, we've just been trying to scan around, trying to deal with this Reaper, and now trying to get as many survivors as possible wrangled up here.
How long has the Reaper been here?
It's only been here a week, but it feels like an eternity.
Well,
It's
that's
not going to
less than
get through,
ideal.
though, don't worry. You're perfectly safe here.
How many times have we said that?
Well, I'm no scientist or anything, but Heshtok is a land of history. War has plagued this planet, and the crust of our planet has melted several times over, crystallizing, hardening. It's virtually impenetrable now.
Hmm.
Fascinating.
I think you'll find the Reaper will have a lot of difficulty.
Well, that's all we could hope for. So.
Well, let's not give it a reason to try.
The ground troops might be a different story, though. I see you all are well armed.
Yeah.
Well, don't make me regret letting you keep them. As long as you promise me to look out for any potential threats around the city. Last thing
Yeah,
we
of
need is some
course.
scouts pouring in.
Yeah, totally.
Should be easy enough.
Now, I have an investigation to run, but I can answer any questions you have before I meet up with the other hunters.
Is there anything you need us to do right now that we could help with? Around here, I mean.
I'm sure our leader will be interested in meeting you.
Okay. That works.
You can find her at the bottom of the ravine in the underground facility. But
Alright.
folks here aren't exactly well off. We have plenty of other facilities that might be in need of some aid.
Well,
Yes,
we
it's-
all have various skills. We could probably find some places to help around here.
Does
So.
this leader have a name?
Yeah. You can call her Bajira. She's been in charge around here for at least 2 decades.
Ooh, lady leader. I like it already.
Yeah, she is generally well respected around here. Make sure you do the same.
Of course.
Why's everyone staring at me?
You know.
You know
I didn't
exactly
do
why we're
anything.
staring at you.
I'm sure you're used to a lot of judgment, sir, but we're actually very glad you're here. We can use all the muscle we can get.
I got all the muscle you could handle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Glad someone does.
Okay, well, I mean, unless anyone else has any questions, I don't think we should take up any more of your time and probably go find
Do you have a
position.
map of the general area so we can know our way around?
That's a good point.
Well, we don't exactly have districts here. Most of these buildings are just residences. But scattered throughout, you can see some grub houses, some bars, rip shops, and then, like I said, at the bottom we have command.
Alright.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving.
I could
I could-
eat.
I could eat too.
I hope none of you aren't any herbivores.
No, not really.
No, just dextro.
Not sure.
Yeah,
Might
we'll
be
see what
slim
happens.
pickings for you lot.
We'll figure it out. I've always got a secret stash of snacks.
Well, that's good. Keep in mind that we're on a ration-based system right now, so I'm afraid we
Oh, you
can't
would be?
treat you to any kind of delicacy.
All work for food, bud.
Food is food.
I was in the military, I'm used to that. Don't worry.
That's good. It really does feel like you all can handle yourselves.
Well,
We've handled ourselves a few times now.
a few times, yeah. Pretty tight situations. We'll be fine.
Well, if you have any more questions for me, here's my Omni. But I better get to it.
Right, well, thank you for your time.
Alright.
Peace.
Peace.
Of course. Take care. And he
You as well.
unslings the sniper rifle and walks off at a brisk pace around the corner.
Is it just me, or was that like the most badass Vorcha ever?
I kind of love all of them, so
I like his tattoos.
Yeah, but like, he was so cool.
he was pretty cool.
It's at that moment you see two more Vorcha children, different from the last one, run ahead of their guardians. And one kind of turns around to stand his ground, and the other just runs up and gives a charging headbutt and knocks him over.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, that's Vorcha.
Kind of headbutt was that?
You just hear them both laughing. It's like an ugly noise, but there's because it's so little and twee, it kind of ends up being cute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should probably go see this leader of theirs sooner rather than later. See if there's any way we can help out while we're here.
Figure out why we're here.
That too.
I agree with that, says Preston. If anyone has any idea how to get off this planet, be her.
You know, I would hope so.
Right, because you're in such a hurry. Can't even chill for 5 minutes. The fact that we were almost just chased by Reapers out there. You're still. Never mind. I'm not arguing with
I
you.
mean, to be fair, you also are like, we should get to the leader soon.
Well, yeah, because we're not gonna get anything done by sitting here. And I just realized how that sounded, but let's just go. She's just gonna walk ahead.
We're more alike than you think, sis.
Yeah,
Fucking
I know.
twins.
Y'all are an odd bunch.
As much as I hate to admit it.
At least we can relax and talk a little.
That would be nice. I'd like to just walk and talk.
Oh, I don't mean to hold you guys up, says Amobi. I'm a
Oh.
little.
Okay,
I think
he
I
is
need
with
some
us.
kind of substance.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't
Oh.
even care what it is.
Go eat.
Ashen starts looking through his little satchel.
Maybe
Is
something
Scorn
that
still
won't
with us?
poison you.
Yeah, he would be.
Okay.
Let's see. Got a dextro bar if you want that.
I'll take it.
A Moby needs it.
We can split.
Well, luckily for you, I happen to have a bunch of dextro stuff on me. I toss one to one and go
Yeah.
Lieutenant Commander, and then offer one to a Moby.
Okay, don't suck up too quick.
Thank you, stranger. And he just like tries to be polite, but he's very obviously trying to drink it as fast. He's trying to eat as fast as possible.
No worries. And it's Ashen.
Not even savoring it. Chill. It'll last longer.
You're right. I'll slow down.
You don't want to get sick again, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
I know I got a track record. Yeah.
I'm just trying to help.
Odd bunch, as I said.
Well, you're gonna have to get used to it if you're gonna hang out with us. So
You're a human that was on a Quarian ship. I don't think you have any room to talk right now there, bud.
Yeah, that's kind of the weirdest thing that's happened to us.
Aurelius just like, I was going to ask.
yeah, what's that about? That is very peculiar.
It's a bit of a tale. Let's just
Well-
say.
I mean, we have time.
We got time. We're walking.
How about we pick a destination? I'll tell you as much as I can on the way.
All right.
I think we're heading to the boss's quarters, right?
So.
Yeah.
Heading
Okay, so y'all are
into-
heading down to the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be your destination.
No.
So as of right now, you're just walking and talking.
Yeah.
Like you heard from the Scoutmaster, Styxus, most of the buildings that you pass on this side of the ravine are indeed just residences.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or sense of organization to them. It feels almost like they've been welded together on the spot with varying sizes. But it seems like the people that you see coming in and out have spaces according to like their family size or their group size. You see a bunch of people making it work.
Very much in the kind of mindset of Quarians.
Kind of have to be in here, don't they?
Yeah, but I didn't expect as much from Vulture, given what I tackled with them. They're usually kind of just mercenaries.
Yeah. Well, people can surprise you. So.
I admittedly don't know much about the Vorcha, outside of, not to stereotype, blood pack mercenaries in the Terminus systems.
As far as I'm aware, they're very good at adapting to lots of situations, given their fortitude.
Yeah, I only know about as much that's on the potential enemy bracket, so
All I see are a bunch of candidates, says Scorn, just smiling as he looks around.
I just was thinking about something. Don't Vorcha usually live for like 20 years max?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they had very long lifespans.
And this lady's been here for 20 years. Is she like a super Vorcha?
Good for her.
Hell yeah.
She can go the distance. She can make 30.
I don't believe I've ever seen a Vorcha elder.
Yeah,
That's
a lot
not
of
for
them just
everything.
kind of throw themselves around. It'll be interesting.
I mean, how often do you get to see the Vulture homeworld in this kind of state of calm?
I don't really see it in any state.
This is all really amazing, but going back to what you said earlier, Ashen, how well exactly do you know the Quarian people?
Let's see.
I'm
Well-
sorry, it's just odd.
No, it's perfectly fine. Well, I've been with them for about. It takes a moment as he's walking to like think 16 years.
Damn.
Wow.
A little bit.
To give you some context, I am Mindwalian, and I actually survived the whole raid on Mindor, and through very good circumstances. So, in case of mind, I ended up in the passing vector of a Quarian pilgrimage ship that took me back to the fleet. And short story, I stuck around and made myself of service. And yeah, did what I could. I saw people that needed help, and the galaxy weren't exactly there to help out. So
Right.
why not be the first to step up?
And that's what it's about, huh? I respect it.
And in turn, they helped me. Lost 10-year-old with bucket loads of trauma to deal with.
Join the club.
But yeah, it seems like your group's very odd as well.
Oh. She'll just kind of look over at Preston. We've got our own sob story too, so.
So now that you've asked me a question, let me ask you guys one.
Okay.
How the hell did you know? How the hell did you end up here without realizing where you were?
We got teleported by a sea god.
That sums it up. Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but it's true.
Very
He stopped-
far-fetched, but that's
he
what
lit-
happened.
He was about to stop, but then he thinks back on his own experience and just keeps walking, going, oddly enough, I feel like there's a possibility with everything going on and what I've seen. Strange, but worst thing, not completely out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, we have a tendency to attract the weird and unusual to our group, so.
I mean, that must mean that you're good guys, right? Because
Yeah,
I like
I'd
to
say
think so.
Probably.
Usually.
the
But
only
hey.
reason why I assumed you guys were good in the first place is because, well, you've got a very diverse cast of people, so you're clearly not fucking Cerberus.
Oh god, no.
Well, I don't know. I think a couple years ago they kind of brought some others into the fold, but that was like rumors.
You just see Preston crack a smile, like he's really going to bite them in the ass in the end.
Yeah, better.
Bunch of fools.
Oh, believe me on that one.
Trust me, we're no friends of Cerberus.
Yeah.
Then that makes you an
At least
ally
that-
of mine.
At least that I can assume from your
No, we're not friends of servers at all. They're
Oh
friends.
yeah, you know me, top agent of Tim himself.
crew.
See, that's the funny thing. I knew you weren't a part of Cerberus because you've got way too much personality.
Hell yeah, brother.
God.
I make one friend, God forbid.
And I know you guys weren't. Looks at Preston and Piper, because you've still got smiles on your face in partial.
Well,
So they haven't sucked the life. They wouldn't have sucked the life out of you by now.
dude, you don't know the half of it. Trust me.
Yeah, you don't even know.
We're getting there. Going down the good route though.
It's getting better, I think. At least for me. I don't know about him, but yeah. It's complicated. It's very complicated.
He
right
just
now.
grumbles.
Fair.
So edgy.
It's at that point, there's a lot of commotion around you, but in the background, it's unclear whether these rumblings that you're hearing are volcanic activity, earthquakes, or the Reaper ship above you.
Great.
Or all three at the same time.
But despite this, the chatter you hear around you in the ravine is rather casual. Not necessarily jovial, but definitely not really any panic than what could be imagined. You just see Omobi raise his eyebrows and just go like, look at all of us getting along and everyone here not freaking out.
Are you
An
okay?
almost hopeful picture.
I feel safe, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how.
I think it's easy to say that as long as the inhabitants of this place aren't panicking, we should be fine.
Right.
It's a good
They
way to
aren't
look
happy.
at it.
I'm
I
sorry
mean,
if
we were reassured that we were at least safe down here.
that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did seem
Confident.
well spoken for Vorcha.
He did.
Well, I mean, if you're one of the leaders around here, you kind of need to be. I feel like.
Let's hope it's a common theme.
As you are walking and talking, you pass by what looks to be a sort of clinic, which you see is labeled as a rip shop. And you see that it's surprisingly dormant, though the few Vorcha you do see occupying the building are a bit more well-armed than most of the people around you. You can see that a couple of them are getting prosthetics installed into them.
Ooh.
Like some cyberpunk shit.
Yeah, like prosthetic
that's-
limbs,
that's
eyes.
cool.
Kind of badass,
done.
but in terrible circumstances, so I don't know how to feel about this.
Ashen doesn't look in their direction. He's a bit turned off by the sight.
Mhm.
Miri is quite intrigued.
You also see in the distance, kind of like suspended, like just one massive bridge with like a circular arena cut out in the center of it. You see like this domed space that's actually covered in torches. And you can hear some distant cheering from the distance. And going past this rip shop, you can see that there actually is a clear line of traffic from that location all the way up to the clinic you're next to.
20 credits that says that's like a fighting.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
almost certainly what that is. So.
As you keep walking, you see some signs that are that indicate that there's a lift going up and down, scaling the wall. And it's the first time you've actually seen something being guarded. You see a couple other of these more well-armed Vorcha. They're a little bigger, a little bit more built, and a bit more what you'd expect out of something like a blood pact mercenary. You know, they carry weapons. They have equipment, gear strapped to them. But they just stand at attention, acting as fairly normal guards like you would have seen at like CSEC.
I have a feeling that's where we need to go.
Probably.
Well, let's go say hi.
Okay.
Send your bravest first.
Miri will march right up to him.
Oh boy.
Okay, we better make sure she doesn't do anything.
How'd it go?
Hello there, says he to Neri.
We're here to see your leader.
Did you get permission?
Yeah, there was a scoutmaster that rescued us from the Reaper, and
Oh,
he
okay.
told us to go see her.
Okay. And he just lets you through.
Wow.
Oh,
Answer
well,
ye to
thanks.
question 3.
Yeah, no problem. And he gives you a toothy smile. Very, very intimidating
Wow.
man. Doesn't realize how horrifying his smile is.
Miri thinks
Sure,
it's
you're
the
the
cutest
little
thing she's ever seen.
Well, he's in a cheery mood.
So handsome.
It's because I talked to him, obviously.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Well, I guess we can keep going then.
Well done, creator. I would have been so scared.
But why would you be? Look at them, they're so cute.
He's horrifying.
No.
He just goes like, thank you.
Hey guys, we got to figure out the situation before she brings more of them home.
Is that a thing?
Miri, we have.
Yes.
Yes.
We did adopt one of them.
No, not we. You wanted to kill him.
This is true. I still do.
Look, that's my son.
I'm all down for senseless violence, but if you lay a hand on Rourke, I'll kill you.
Good boy.
fine.
Thank you, Scorn.
That's my boy.
And he's such a good boy. I hope he's okay.
He's probably just making food for the rest of the crew.
I do really miss the Stormbreaker.
He's gonna be pissed when he realizes
Yeah.
that cold salt shaker again.
I'm getting all homesick for it.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Well, you just see the guard as you all, penguin walk your way onto the small lift, which doesn't have any rails, by the way.
Great.
You just see the guard.
It's safe.
He goes like, "Ma'am, they're headed down," and he hits a button, and very not gracefully, the lift kind of unlatches from its place and begins to slowly descend down.
You can't handle this much weight. The Krogans alone are too much.
No.
It's okay, they know how to make lifts. It's okay, they know how to make lifts.
So,
What are we so nervous about?
Yeah,
Gravity.
see, everything's going fine.
This is why I'm
would you say
nervous.
that? Oh, crying out loud.
so as the lift descends, you notice that this ravine is so deep that almost like the view distance in like a video game, the bottom of the ravine begins to come into more view. It appears less foggy, and you start to make out in more detail what it looks like. So everything you've seen so far has been rusted and cobbled together like a little shanty town on a cliff. But what you see as you get lower is you actually see a blast shield, which seems to be noticeably in better shape than everything else. Like it was properly manufactured rather than getting like kit bashed together. And before the lift passes underneath the blast shield, you notice there are various bay doors on the surface of it, as well as a variety of graffiti art on the edges. Some are more well drawn than others, such as, detailed illustrations of the stars above, some art of some like Vorcha in what appears to be like a pilot's getup. And some are a bit more crude, like Vorcha ripping apart other races and blowing things up.
Great.
Oh,
Dope.
Ashen takes a note.
Yeah, I'll tell you, take some photos.
Burst mode activated.
oh goodness.
Great.
You also notice that there are some, like, potted plants scattered across the top of the blast shield as well.
Well, they certainly know how to decorate.
And that is the last thing you notice before you pass through. So as the lift passes underneath it, you notice a much more well-lit space. You notice it's almost like you could tell it was once like a stark white, but it has been lived in. It's been a little worn. You can tell it's kind of an older building, but this base that you find yourself in as the door to the lift opens appears almost like some kind of like government official building / laboratory in one.
Welcome to Aperture Science.
A little bit. It's like rundown Aperture.
More like Black Mesa.
So like
There you go.
Portal 2 Aperture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portal 2 Aperture is actually a good comparison.
Mhm.
Okay. Where's GLaDOS?
Sadly not in this campaign.
No.
But yeah, before you see a bunch of different Vorcha, all manning different stations. Some of them are adorned in lab uniforms, in a white
Yes.
color.
I was gonna ask.
Some of them wear what look like a cross between like bow ties and bolo ties.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And they walk a little taller.
Shut up.
And they also have their business they attend to. And once again, 2 guards flank both sides of the doorway.
Wow.
Pretty advanced down here.
This is impressive.
Just when I thought they couldn't get any cuter.
Okay, we gotta make this quick.
Yeah, before Miri kidnaps one of them.
I mean, you say that. Ashen's trying to
Kidnap? They could just come willingly for all you know.
Ashen's trying to make a quick sketch of a couple of them in bow ties and outfits. They'll never believe me.
Trying to find like the big leader room.
As you're looking around, one of the guards directs you into the base and points you to the far end of the facility, where beyond like some service desks, you see a larger door that seems to connect to a separate area.
All right.
Right.
Well, thanks.
You are the one that Styxus radioed in for, right?
Of course.
I
Yeah.
assume so, yeah?
Go right ahead. Bazir is expecting you.
Thank you. Pepper's just gonna go on ahead.
So, as you walk through the facility, as you step inside, you notice out the window there are some viewing ports where you can see an area that's still under the blast shield, but in a massive chamber, and you can actually see what looks like a complete underground shipyard. Though none of the ships seem to be complete. They all seem to be like the skeletons of a ship. Various sizes, all the way from fighters to as big as what looks to be dreadnoughts. But none of them are finished. yet you see many Vorcha tirelessly working.
They're a lot further than I thought they'd be.
I'm no shipbuilder, but man, that looks exhausting.
This is some pretty big shit they've got building.
Check
Oh.
out the guns.
Oh, Moby, look at the guns.
Yeah, big guy, go look at the guns, buddy.
And he just takes a closer look, and he squints, and he's just like, I don't think those cannons will work out of atmosphere. Do they know that? And he just kind of looks to all of you like you would know that.
Maybe they're for in-atmosphere defense.
Suppose that's possible.
Man, could be worth bringing up to him.
Everyone go ahead and make a history roll.
Sure.
All right.
Ashen will turn around to
Half
Moby
decent.
and say, "Well, that's why you're here. You have expertise in this."
22.
I assume.
19.
18.
High rolls.
17.
We read our books.
15.
Literally a
Hey,
scholar.
everyone had a good roll. So you don't have to be, a well-read scholar to know that Vorcha were only discovered recently as far as the galactic community is concerned. And when they were found, they don't have their own means of FTL travel. So what you're witnessing here is kind of history in the making for Vorcha.
Well, that's exciting.
They're doing it.
Ashen will once again take out his Omni tool and take a full photo of this, saying commemorative photo. I mean, sorry, this is an achievement in its own right. They're starting,
Yeah,
No,
this is
you're
some pretty
good.
big shit.
and
I'm
getting
so proud of them.
Just in time for the war effort, it seems.
Right.
Yeah, really, their sense of timing is impeccable.
But it looks like they might need some of our help to actually get these things in working order for the war.
Maybe.
Well, sadly, that was why Basmore was here, and well, that's kind of why I'm here.
You guys were going to help the Vorcha?
We had plans to try and convince the Vulture to join the war effort, and we were even going to parlay with them to share some schematics, both Quarian and, oddly enough, Geth designs.
Huh.
So, to try and get the Vulture in the fight. I mean, sorry, they're resilient. We might as well. We need every able body.
I agree.
I mean, yeah. Plus, these guys, like, fucking regenerate. We could probably use that.
Mm-hmm.
Whole galaxy is a mess right now.
Uniting.
Planet's getting destroyed. We need all the help we can get. So, I mean, hey, good for them. If they can figure a way to get into space and help us out, then honestly, that would be really good.
Well, look on the bright side. If we can help them get space worthy, then that's your way off this planet. So win-win.
That's true.
So, as you guys discuss this topic, eventually you make your way to the bigger door.
Mm-hmm.
And as it opens, it looks like you're catching the tail end of a meeting with two figures talking to, what appears to be like an elderly Vorcha standing at the opposite end of the room. One of the figures wears a lab coat, much like what you've seen some of the other Vorcha staff members wearing, except the big noticeable feature you can see on this smaller Vorcha figure is he has big round spectacles that seem to enlarge his eyes like almost twice the size.
Endearing as fuck.
He's a
Like
little
Bubble.
hunched over. You can
Oh,
see him kind of
no.
like fiddling with his hands a little bit. The other stands a lot taller, with his hands behind his back, and he's wearing what appears to be like a furred jacket with bandoliers strapped to it. And he has what almost looks like a Vorcha's version of like aviators
What a
Yeah.
badass.
on his forehead.
That's actually cool.
And you can see him chewing some kind of bone off to the side of his mouth.
These guys are so cool.
And then lastly, you see a more elderly Vorcha turn around a little slowly to see your group enter. And she stands taller than most of the Vorcha you've seen, actually, even with her slight hunch. You notice that she's adorned in a black robe, and she has graying hair sticking out the back of her head and behind her crown. You see she has some lavender facial markings, but the feature that catches your eye the most they almost look like they're glowing. They're not, but they just look like they're glowing, are like faded red eyes.
Ooh.
And her teeth are a bit dulled compared to most Vorcha you've seen.
Mhm.
She presents an immediately less threatening appearance than any Vorcha you've ever seen. And yeah, she looks at your group as if she was expecting you. And she tiredly takes a step forward, for she is very old,
Mhm.
and just says,
Hi.
"Hello, strangers. You two may be excused." And you see the other two figures walk out. The one in the lab coat looks down at the ground, almost like he got a little disappointed. But the other one just kind of smacks him on the back and just says, like, "More tests!" And they walk out together.
No. I love him.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
He's in a lab coat and a bow tie. Oh.
Actual lead
Just like-
Infiltrator goat, stay on focus.
The door closes behind them, leaving you alone in the room. There are guards posted up outside, but you are alone in the room with this Vorcha woman. "Hello, everyone. My name's Bizira."
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Bazira. I'm Lieutenant Piper Orion, and these are my friends. I'll just look at everybody.
Ma'am.
"Well, welcome to Hatash. This is the closest thing that qualifies to a capital city on Heshtok."
It is very impressive.
Yeah.
"You honor
Very-
me."
Very honored to be here.
"We've done much great work establishing ourselves as the dominant clan on this planet. Glad we're able to show it off in its full glory. If only it were under better circumstances. I take it your party are not the survivors, but here by other means of happenstance.
Well, I mean, he's
I
with
take
the
a step
survivors.
away.
One of
I
us
point
is
towards
a
Ashen,
survivor.
like he's with the survivors. We're separate. So
Wouldn't have guessed the human.
yeah.
You know what?
he's-
That's what
Yeah.
makes
We
my
wouldn't
job
either.
that's what makes it even better. Expect the unexpected. But yes, I was from Vasmori. That was overhead before it got blasted down.
Don't tell me you were in charge.
Oh hell no! No, that would be Captain Karma Ice. I don't think she made it.
Ah, we received her transmissions. My condolences. She sounded like a good captain.
She was. And thank you.
But, dead or alive, I must regret to inform you that we are not in any shape even remotely close to be joining this summit of theirs.
That is true.
We're currently searching the landscape for survivors, but if you are able to relay this message to any surviving superiors, tell them we're not interested.
I'm sorry?
We only have a small group of fighters fully operational. And this is the best state our clan has been in. Therefore, the last thing we need is to involve ourselves in some war we don't understand.
Wait, so billions of people are dying, and you have the means to help, and you're not going to help because you don't get it? Am I understanding that correctly?
We're doing our part.
How is that?
Well, the wing of fighter pilots, as well as a dreadnought under construction, should be more than enough to satisfy the migrant fleet, let alone the Council's demands.
I mean, like we looked at the guns; those things probably aren't going to work in space.
No, why do you say that?
Look
They're
at Moby.
experts.
He just
Yeah,
clicked.
Juan gives an answer that sounds legit, but Jane is not good at speaking, so
Give a science check.
all right.
I'm
Science.
gonna throw a question to you, DM, in DMs.
Okay.
Feel free to answer it.
That's an 11. Wish I would roll good when I need to.
Could I roll a science? I'm proficient in it.
Sure.
Okay. No, that's a 7.
So essentially what happens is those guns won't work in space. How do you know? Just trust me, bro.
Basically.
Oh, okay. The answer, Karl, is no.
Okay.
But you know that you could have access to them if certain things were found.
Noted.
Amobi just like clears his throat and like his voice cracks a little bit at the start. This would suffice on a ground-to-ground anti-personnel vehicle, but as you know, clearly you have lots of experience with, and he's like trying not to be like offend her. But no. Even one look at it, and I can tell you that won't work out of Atmo, ma'am. And she just kind of like pauses for a minute. Well, there you have it. It seems we're even less prepared than we thought.
That doesn't mean you can't get the help to fix it.
Indeed, that is why the Quarians have decided to make, well, an effort to get here. You can see on the screens there are some visuals to like the surface around her scattered around the room. You can see in one of the images the still slowly falling, crashing moray out of the sky.
A thought. Do you know where where the Moray will potentially land, giving its trajectory?
If you're asking if we're going to look for survivors,
I'm not asking you. I'm saying, do you know where the ship will land?
yes, our scientists have predicted its trajectory.
You do me a solid and send me the location then.
I take it you are going to make a rescue attempt. And you can see she's
That's-
already getting out her Omni.
That is my first concern, yes, but a second concern would be we came here with an objective to come and give you schematics to get you into this fight. We need your help. We have the means to help you get more prepared, to be more able-bodied. If I can recover anything, I will make that a prime reason for going out into the toxic upside.
Make a persuasion roll.
Ugh. 16.
16. We'll be glad to let our best take a look at the schematics brought before us. And whatever we can finish, we'll gladly launch off the planet to join your summit. But I'm just afraid we cannot meet the full send requests we've gotten from the council.
What kind of requests are they sending you?
Well, I've taken to just ignoring their calls as of
Oh.
these past few days, but before they heard about our efforts to unite the clans of Heshtalk as one, Hatash has been prospering these past few years. But just when we're at our peak, they want us to throw it all away.
They want you to help save our galaxy, so your prosper peak can continue. Because if the Reapers continue doing what they're doing, there's no guarantee that's gonna last as long as you hope it does.
Oh, you don't have to explain that to me. I'm very well aware of the Reaper threat. It's the greatest threat the galaxy has ever known.
Good, then you should understand how serious this is and how we need to get as much help as possible.
That's why we're giving you everything we can. In the event we win the war. And then what? We come back, we find Heshtalk leaderless, devoid of any order. All this progress we've done for nothing.
So maintaining your hierarchy is more important than helping save the galaxy and billions of people?
It's not just a hierarchy. It doesn't have to be me.
Can't that be established before? Like, I don't know. I mean, granted, I don't claim to understand how any of that works, but I mean, I feel like you could talk about that beforehand and then agree upon something upon returning.
I mean, it'd
The
have to be a
Vorcha
delicate process.
The Vorcha have no organized government. It's as simple as it can be. We're just talking about the future of our species. And I look after my own. I'll
Yeah.
gladly lay down my life to face the Reapers, but there has to be something left here. All I ask is a compromise be made. I'm not sure your crewmates aboard the Moray are going to understand that. But maybe after they owe us their lives.
That's
Perhaps a bit of shared hardship will help them understand.
Very presumptuous of you.
Ashen's hand goes into a slight fist. He keeps trying to keep his mouth shut.
What makes you think they wouldn't understand? Have you ever met anyone like them?
I've been around more than likely any Vorcha has ever seen. They say we don't live past 20, and here I am standing proud at 25. I know what's at stake. And I will help you. But you at least have to understand our position.
I get it. Kind of.
I may not understand, but I respect it.
Gotta look out for yours.
Yeah, well, we're trying to look out for our people too. So that's at least something we all can agree on. Or understand.
And
I mean,
that's why we
realistically-
welcome your help. I mean no ill will. I have great respect for you, the migrant fleet, the council, the entire galactic community.
Well, our crew was brought here for some reason. We gotta figure out what that is.
You mean you were dropped off?
In a manner
Not
of speaking.
exactly.
Teleported is more like it.
You could call it that.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking, yes.
Yeah, no offense. I landed here. These guys, I have no idea. They apparently walked here.
Explain. I'm curious. She takes a seat.
It
The
sounds a
best-
little far-fetched.
The best way we've gotten to describe it so far is being teleported by a sea deity, and no, I do not understand how it works.
1 minute we were in the Nemean Abyss, and the next minute we were here.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, it about sums it up.
Goodbye.
Unfortunately, says Preston.
That's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
I'm going to say this. Karl knows this. Ash is rolling an insight check. Yeah, he believes you. With a solid with a solid 11.
Wow.
To be fair, Miri's incapable of lying, really, so.
This time we're actually telling the truth. So.
And
Yeah, she just kind of like looks at you, squinting her fading eyes. Just goes like, we have gods of our own. I am inclined to believe this.
Well, yeah.
Well, perhaps
or
this
not,
is
it's
some
the truth.
sort of omen, hopefully for the good.
Well, we were sitting here under the belief that we could do something to help with everything that's going on, so.
Yeah, that'll
What
do
that
it.
is, we don't know yet, but we're gonna try and figure it out.
Vague. Well,
You're
I
telling me.
we have heard a number of reports of rations not being spread out the way they should. I've also heard reports of not having enough hunters to bring in enough food to begin with, thus leading to the ration problem.
Consider it done. Right, Scorn?
Hell yeah.
And there's your hunter brigade.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe you were sent here to give us more food.
It could be a start at least.
You could always eat a Moby.
What?
Why would you say that? He's already a nervous wreck.
Why is this the running gag?
Just ignore them, Moby.
Oh, and one slight detail. If there's any mission you want to take upon yourselves, our water supply was cut off but a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Cut off by what?
We assume it to be the work of the Reapers.
That sounds like a good starting point.
I mean,
Better
a couple of
plan
us
than
are
we have.
tech savvy. We can probably engineer something to fix that up.
Right.
We Vorcha can adapt to go without water for some time, but the issue may be more pressing for yourself. I would implore you to give any amount of technical expertise you can outside of the settlement, perhaps when a rescue is to be made.
Well, that was actually going to be our next thing, was we were going to try and offer help around the settlement as much as we can. Whatever you need help with. I guess it sounds like you already have some things for us that we can look into, which is good.
Yes, I won't lie to you. Even though I'm very prideful of Hatash's power and stability these days, we could be doing better.
A lot of places could
Oh,
be
no.
doing better right now. So,
We will gladly accept any aid you can provide.
great.
Well, my chief scoutmaster will be in touch when we get first word of any Quarian survivors. We're not monsters after all. We'll do anything and everything we can to help them.
Right.
But until then, care to make your mark on our society?
Alright.
Noted.
Probably fix up a few things, yeah.
Oh, and one last thing before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
If you do feel so compelled as to get some of the ships space-worthy, we have some pilots eager to run some tests.
I could help with that. I've caught the pilot myself.
Am I?
Surprisingly so, we know.
I wouldn't think it, but I'll take your word for it.
We're a very surprising
Ain't my
group of
first
people.
rodeo.
We
Well,
have a
look
lot
at that.
of hidden skill sets.
You got two trained pilots at your disposal as well.
And a big gun expert. And she just looks at a Moby.
He's like, yeah, you're fucking right.
I can take a look at the big guns.
I don't know about your
Yeah, you like those
navigation systems,
don't
but
you?
I could look at that too. So,
And I happen to spend most of my time down in engineering. So, yeah.
I feel like we Quarians are naturally just good at fixing things.
Also true.
Yes, you guys are.
Well, I didn't want to stereotype. That is quite the good news.
Hmm.
Despite our differences, it appears you all are very much a blessing. Well,
Give it
I
time.
can't wait to hear the progress. And I promise your party will be the first to know when any contact with any Quarian survivors has been made.
That'd be good.
Thank you kindly.
Well, it was nice to meet you all.
Likewise.
you too.
Actually, can you send in Can you send back in Igor?
Which
It
one?
appears I have another matter to discuss with him. The one with the glasses.
Sure.
Oh, Igor, okay.
The cute one.
Alright. I guess we leave and go find the goggles, spectacles guy.
All right,
Go
so
find Igor and Launchpad McQuack.
It's lovely to meet you, brothers.
what?
Ignore him.
Just ignore him. Thank you for your time.
What?
Stay in serious mode. Stay in serious mode.
Okay, so yeah, you leave the room, and now you have a bit more context as to what exactly is going on in this base.
Right.
Most of these are. It seems like half of the staff here are like. Again, the Vorsha don't have a formal government per se, but they're the closest thing they have to like officials. And then the other half of them are technicians, engineers.
I would have lost several bets. If I had to guess.
That's why I don't gamble anymore.
Anymore.
Listen,
Did you have a phase?
first time at fucking Dark Star, I got a little in over my head.
Those games are rigged, man.
It was one time.
Oh, I remember. With that doctor, right?
Yeah.
He would have been a good addition to the crew.
Yeah, I almost asked him, but he seemed pretty hard-boiled on getting his work done.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot on his plate as far as his patients go there, so.
There was barely enough time for yourself, just when it was the Citadel alone outside of a Reaper war. Trust me.
Yeah.
So, as you head out, you see there's like, it's like a flat space. So it's like a large flat room, but in the middle of it, there are some desks, and like the floor kind of indents downwards a little bit. And you can see that there's kind of like a workshop space in the center of the base. There you can see the spectacled Vorcha typing away at a computer. And behind him you see 3 Vorcha dressed like no one else in this entire room. Again, one wearing like a coat covered in fur. One of them is just like shirtless with a pair of goggles around his neck.
Hot.
And, you know, another one is covered in what almost looks like armor and has a prosthetic arm.
Badass.
And you can see the one wearing the fur jacket is just kind of like sat on with his ass on a table, leaning back, just kind of like flying a like model ship around with his hand.
Cute.
Mimicking the noises of a ship. You can see this scientist, who you now know his name is Igor, is
Oh
not
my
paying
God.
any attention.
Hey, science dude.
You say that and like 12 heads raise and look at you.
Igor.
Igor?
Igor.
Yes.
Boss
your
lady's
boss
looking for
wants you.
Again? But there's so much work to be done.
I don't make the rules, dude.
Sounded important.
Messenger.
Whatever boss lady wants. And he just kind of like sombers back into the room he just came out of. Like he just got sat down for work and then immediately had to get back up. You can see the three Vorcha behind him just kind of like follow him with their gaze as he walks out again. You just hear like, "Oh man." Looks like this is gonna take forever, boys.
What you guys working on?
We're just itching to fly is all.
We might be able to help you guys out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I could pick you up and toss you.
No, I mean behind the like something like a jet engine. You know, shoo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
A big
shoom.
piece of metal just going through the air at like FTL speeds, man.
Well, wait a little longer and maybe you'll have some good fortune come your way.
We might be able to help out with your guys' shipbuilding.
I heard there were some strangers here.
you're looking at them.
Well, can you build a spaceship?
No.
We can fix pre-existing ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which can't
close
be
enough.
that different.
Well, I can show you to the hangar then. See about
Let's
getting
do
this
it.
thing space-worthy. So
Please give me something to focus on at the moment.
this guy exudes an energy much stronger than anyone else in the room.
Oh, boy.
Strux just grabs
Sure.
a Moby with one arm and lifts him off the ground. Here you go,
Leave him
bud.
alone.
Why?
It is
I mean-
better than being eaten. You should be happy.
I lean over to Piper and go, joke's on him if he throws up on him.
You have a point there. It's more likely to happen.
Put him down.
Yeah, put me
Gently.
down.
He's gonna throw up.
Don't warn him. It'll be even funny if it happens.
I'm not gonna throw up. I just want down.
Go on, buddy.
You're probably the liveliest group I've ever been a part of.
Oh, you have no idea.
You've been
Strap
part of
in, it
many
gets
groups.
worse.
2.
And it must
Yeah,
have
the
been
math
pretty
checks
bad.
out on that one.
I mean, sorry, I've been part of one and I've led one, and both with differing circumstances and success rates.
Yeah, I get that.
But
Not so much the lead part, but
But the fact of I've
Different
known you for like only a couple of hours and you're already topping both of them, it's like, wow,
yeah, we do that sometimes.
make an impact.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, you follow these three, what are revealed to be the pilots here in this facility. And they lead you to the hangar below. And again, you are surrounded on all sides in this hangar by, the skeletons of massive ships. Some look a little closer to being completed than others, but the three pilots lead you over to, 3 fighters at the end of the hangar that look the most complete of them all.
Oh, baby.
You can see that they all seem to be plugged into what look like massive batteries. And you can see none of them actually have like dedicated like covered cockpits yet. And you can see a Moby just mutters like, "Oh no."
So we got to fix that first. Okay.
Yeah, they have no idea what they're doing.
Well, that's
Well,
where
we
you
got the
come in, big
basic
guy.
framework.
I go to check one thing when I get the chance, just to see if something's. Ashen has a gut feeling, and he's hoping it's wrong. He goes to go check their controls.
Yeah, he just like the fur coated guy just goes like, "Well, I'm not sure if I introduced myself, but my name's Grox, and this is my baby, Satan's Angel. Isn't
That's
she
fucking
beautiful?
cool.
I know, right?"
Incredible.
I love that.
Well, just go ahead and give her a look, and you tell me what you think she might need.
What accent is
Right.
that?
Can I do like just a basic like look over the ship to see what's up?
Yeah, go ahead and give either a vehicle handling or engineering, and you can maybe make an argument for electronics.
Can I make an argument for electronics because that's my best one?
Okay, so with that you can check like the systems of the ship, like the display in the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also take a look at the controls in the cockpit with a vehicle handling check?
Oh yeah, I would say that's vehicle handling.
Yeah. I got a 17 on that.
17.
So I imagine the vibe here is like Ashen's checking mechanic stuff and I'm checking interface.
Wow. So that's a natural 20 for a 29.
Wow.
Hell yeah,
29?
mechanic bros, let's go.
I look over the controls and immediately I say, I look to Juan and go, these guys have it in inverted. What the fuck?
So, Juan,
Yes.
you notice that there's no shielding system on these fighters, and also with that roll, you notice there is no compatibility with FTL travel with this vehicle. If this thing went through a mass relay, it would blow up.
Jesus.
Okay. So with that in mind, I'm gonna like hop off the fighter, turn to the pilot, like, well, good news and bad news. Good news, you've got a ship.
Yeah, I do.
Bad news is it's got no FTL for travel, so if you try to teleport through a mass relay, you're probably gonna explode.
Oh,
And if you survive
damn.
that and find anything out there, you got no shield, so you're basically gonna blow up first hit.
Well, good thing I like flying around good old Ashtalk then. He looks like a little nervous, like clearly let down, but trying to keep his cool.
Hey, as long as you get it fixed up, you're probably good. You just need a good shielding unit, an
Ashen,
FTL battery, cockpit, good user interface.
Ashen, what you notice is that someone, whoever made this, made a perfect cockpit if it was a sky car.
Okay.
After all, you sit down, and the first thing you notice is that there is a literal steering wheel in it.
Oh no.
Okay.
And you just make like a _dash face. Like, just like, what the fuck?
Oh no, I do one better. I remove the steering wheel, get out, and come down to talk to the pilot.
Whoa, hey. I need that to steer.
I'm sorry. You made a sky car in the shape of a fighter. You know this, right?
Well, I didn't make it.
Who made this?
That'd be Genius McGillicuddy back there.
Do I see McGillicuddy?
You can guess that he's talking about Igork.
Michael McGillicuddy?
Okay. Yeah, one, I'm guessing you've dressed him down already. Given...
Yeah. I gave him the text specs on the back of the box and he didn't like it.
Yeah, the only thing this would be good for is if you wanted to sit in it add a credit into it, and it would rock back and forth outside of like a kid's amusement park. That's
Well,
all
that
it's good
sounds
for.
kind of fun, but that's not really what I'm going for.
That's what I'm telling you. Your ship is currently. Now, what you want it? I again look to one. Is it achievable?
Oh, well. It's missing a lot of
Quarian,
shit, but
man.
it's doable.
Yeah, so you're saying there's a way this thing can go FTL and shoot down Reapers?
You'll get there. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but as long as everything's polished by the time you're done.
Yes! Heck yeah!
A term like this is called "it's got potential."
Thank you both so much. And he just gives you like a really like bro-y like handshake.
Yeah.
Snaps his hand on yours.
Yeah, well, happy to help.
Yeah, you guys seem to know your shit. You should really get to work on this thing.
You know what? I got time.
And Amobi's just like, I could help too. You know, I
Please.
don't spend all that time on the Stormbreaker just for my health.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Alrighty. So as you begin to like figure out what the heck happened with this ship, you see Igok, the aerospace engineer you met before, roll up,
Mhm.
and he notices like the steering wheels on the ground. He just goes like, "What happened? What are you doing?"
You made several mistakes.
We're fixing your problems.
They're helping.
This was my thesis. What do you? Everything is exactly the way it should be.
You can't pilot a
No.
ship with a steering wheel. That's not how that works.
How
It's
do
a
you
sky
know
car.
that?
My friend, take some advice from the people who've got into space and have lived in it.
Oh.
I'm saying this whilst half upside down in the cockpit.
Oh, I've been into space before. I wasn't the one flying, but I was there, and I studied for many years. I think I would know. He just gives like a cheeky smile.
You must have had a pretty cruddy teacher.
The finest Turian Academy professors the galaxy has to offer. I
Such
studied
as-
straight from Palaven, and I'll have you know.
Stay focused or roll an insight check. Which do I do?
Stay focused.
You know what? Because he sounds so confident, I'm rolling an insight check.
Oh god.
All right.
Sorry, trying to do maths. What does a 13 get me?
Well, it doesn't seem like he's lying. You don't really know to what extent he studied, but it feels like that has some air of truth to it. But what you can definitely, for sure, gather is that this guy is, you know, all theory, no practice.
Right. Yeah, Ashen's just gonna keep to himself and just keep working on the ship.
Oh, wait, these are the only functional ships we have in this entire shipyard.
Yeah, we're gonna make them
And-
better.
You're just tearing it apart. How do I know that? How many ships have you built?
You should.
You want to crash and burn after it takes off?
I mean, like, there's a few of us here that lived on ships our entire lives. I think we all picked up a couple things.
Mm. Well,
You can trust us.
You're gonna
We
be
just
very
don't want
happy
you to
when-
blow up.
Yeah, you'll be very happy when you guys can actually fly these things.
We can
Bashira
teach you
just
how.
told me that you all were here to help.
Yeah.
All right.
You were off to a great start. We just want to help improve.
Okay. But this is a collaborative process, you hear?
Of course. These are your babies.
Also, we should wait for any final adjustments to be made until those Quarians get here. Hopefully they're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
I
Do apologize to your crewmates. And he looks at Juan and Miri instead of Ashen.
Oh. Yeah. Hope they get here.
Indeed.
Don't say anything, Orion. Don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut.
I should mention the moment we left. Oh God, what's the Bezira's room?
hmm
I've had a like a program running on my Omni tool for any like picking up any comms from the Quarian ship. So if anything pops up, hopefully I'll also get notified.
You haven't
Or if
heard
they-
anything yet, but you can definitely tell the channel is coming through.
So at least someone or something is still active at least.
Like, it's not a dead channel.
That's good.
So, for most of the rest of the day, anyone who wants to help design the wing fighters with the pilots and Igork, go ahead and roll engineering or vehicle handling checks or electronics.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
you'll help.
Yeah, Strux is definitely going to go for vehicle handling. He's very
I'm the
proficient. with that.
electronics boy.
Okay.
Then I'll do engineering.
Can I just give someone advantage?
Sure.
You know what? Based on this, I think I will actually use one power. I will put a guidance on 3 people.
All right.
So
I mean, I
I
already
will-
got a 25, so I'm good.
Good.
I got-
I was going to give it to Strux, Miri, and Piper.
Okay.
Oh, I'm helping somebody.
So guidance
To give
is
advantage.
plus a
Advantage.
d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus a D6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I had a 14 plus 6 for vehicle handling, so a dirty 20 plus 4, so 24 for Strux.
Nice. Very
For
nice.
vehicle handling.
So above
Yeah.
20 from Juan and Strux. What else?
Yes.
I got a dirty 20 with everything combined.
Okay, awesome. And Piper, you just gave advantage.
Yeah, to someone.
Okay.
I don't know if
Ashen,
Ashen's
what did you
gonna
get?
roll, but I can give it to him.
Oh, you gave guidance, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, that should cover it. They were all 20 and above.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the engineering type. I
I'm
was
not
more the
either, so-
fly the actual ship type.
I
the
got
navigator.
this.
So you all with ship repairs and submarine making usually happening in the background actually get to take a crack at this kind of thing yourself. You set up shop, and Miri, what role did you make? Like, what was
It's
the type?
Oh,
What-
engineering.
Engineering. Okay, yeah. So, Juan, you make sure all the essential systems
Yeah.
are installed.
Mhm.
Piper gives you some pointers for navigation systems.
Yeah.
You make sure the core can take some element 0
Mhm.
and can actually be FTL capable. Miri, you kind of make sure the exterior of the fighter is durable enough. You make sure it's going to have as much HP as it can possibly have, as much as structurally sound as possible. So you have max integrity for this fighter.
All right.
And Strux, you without actually lifting it up in the air to test, just run some ground tests, and you can confirm that this thing will have full mobility. So now it can move at full speed.
Excellent.
So it has its abilities, it has its HP, and it has its movement.
Spectacular day at work, guys.
The process takes you more than a couple hours.
Yeah.
I'd be worried if it took less. Oh, we did that a little too quick, I think.
Okay, I admit it. You all are quite good.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you.
Hey, you
I-
put the skeleton out here.
Right.
I can't even be humble. I had barely a skeleton ready. You all did most of the heavy lifting.
You gave a foundation. That's more than enough.
I believe without you, Grox here would have just been nothing more than a flaming fireball. You just see him like light up in excitement. And he's like, "Is that still a possibility?"
You don't
I
want
wouldn't.
that.
You would die.
You would
Maybe
cease to
as a
exist.
reward.
Dude, if you were a fireball, you wouldn't be able to take down a Reaper.
Yeah, that's true. I can do so the old-fashioned way. I don't even need a fighter covered in fire or anything. Well, I guess next up is the other two of you. And he
Oh,
gesters to his
boy.
other pilot buddies, and they go like, "Yeah."
Seems like work is cut out now.
Igor just goes like, "I should be able to retrofit the designs from this first model to the other two. That way we'll have 3 capable fighters ready for the summit." Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
all once again.
We're just
it's
happy to
nothing.
help.
Piper, go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure. Hold on. Let me get my sheet. Okay.
At the corner of your eye, you see Preston's tiptoeing away.
Wait.
On the other end, you see
17.
17.
Corn trying to run away.
He's not exactly tiptoeing away, but you can, out of the corner of your eye, you can see Preston kind of eyeing up the fighter.
Preston, don't get any ideas.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. There's a Reaper overhead, remember?
Okay.
Plus. And he goes to like instinctively like put his hands on your shoulders, but then remembers like what happens, and he takes a step back.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, we still have the Quarians to go rescue.
Right. Well, given
Can
your
we
sense of
please eat
urgency-
first?
Yeah, well, given your sense of urgency, I was a little worried, but
I know you might think me narrow-minded.
I-
But I know all the steps we need to take.
alright. Well, I appreciate you cooperating with us.
Yes, as of right now, I'm here to help.
Great! Happy to hear that.
Oh, he does have a heart.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if he gets too serious, I'll just be sure to share some embarrassing childhood stories of him. That'll get him to lighten up.
That would
Please
hardly be
do.
productive.
How's it unproductive? It'll make everyone happy. Maybe
Not
put-
me.
Are you ever happy?
No.
You used to be.
Thanks.
You can mope later, Green Day. I want to hear some funny stories.
Oh, man.
Well-
Sibling.
There was this funny time I left for a trip and my sister didn't want to come with me.
Oh my god. That was not my choice! Are you kidding me? I would have gone with you. I was practically begging mom and dad to go with you.
Mhm.
Are you kidding me?
In a fucked up way, that's kind of hilarious. At least we can all laugh about it.
What did you think happened? Okay, this is just something me and you need to talk about because our perspectives are probably not lining up. So. You know I would have gone anywhere with you. We were practically inseparable up until then. You really think I would have voluntarily choose not to have gone with you? Come on. I know it's been a long time, but you can't seriously believe that.
Oh, I believe you. But the fact remains you weren't there.
Hey, who wants to go get a drink?
Yeah, I could go for a
I love a drink.
Yeah, drink would be amazing. Drink would be
This
awesome.
is
Like
really
everyone, they
heavy.
also speak up like immediately.
Well, I bet our new Vorcha friends here know like the best bars to go to. So
Oh man, there's this grub house you got to check out. They serve the best protein on the entire planet.
you want to lead the
Non-specific
way?
protein.
I don't really know what it is. It just tastes good. Even with their ration portions, it's more than enough to fill you up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I might get some later. Well, it should be by the pit. Most people like to grab some grub and then go watch a match from the pit.
All right, we did see
Oh,
the
entertainment and dinner.
You on the
So-
show?
This might be a little hard for people to understand, but see, we Vorcha, we like to take our violence out on each other, and it's just like normal that way.
So I've gathered.
That sounds right.
So you've heard of Krogans, right?
Oh, we make the Krogan look like straight up aristocrats. We really just go to town at each other.
Is that so? Well, then this
Yeah.
I gotta see.
I mean, look at my buddy's robot arm. That was actually me. I did that.
It's fairly awesome to
Oh
look
my
at.
God.
Super impressive. Great use of your time.
Look, what I'm saying is, if you want to go there and compete, it might do you some good to earn some respect around these parts.
Gladly.
Can
Not
you
a
choose
bad
your
idea.
Can you choose your own opponent?
Oh yeah, it's like picking a conversation partner.
Hey, Ashen, you want to fight me?
Ooh, that'd be
Now-
cool.
Now, dearie, that is an interesting thought.
Isn't it though?
Let's go get some grub and see.
Oh,
what's
he's deflecting.
on. I'm not also turning around and saying no.
Let's get some alcohol, then we'll talk.
I could really use some alcohol right now. That would
Wait
be
till
a
we're
great
under the
idea.
influence.
Alcohol and firearms, the best equation.
Well,
You could have just
you're-
stopped at fire.
all we have is alcohol. We have no more water. That's all we have.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I don't even
That's
know what the
alright.
kids are even drinking.
Juan and I can hold our own.
That might explain their behavior earlier.
I think that's just normal, but sure. We could go and sort the water out, or we could do that after.
Oh, man, we were just working on a ship for 2 hours. I need to eat something before I fix something else.
Yeah, fair. Food.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so you head back out the way you came. So you go through the shipyard now with a complete fighter sitting in the back, and soon to be 2 more complete fighters. But there is definitely a long way to go if we want to see this, Fortress shipyard turn into an actual fleet of some kind.
I think Piper, while we're walking, is just kind of keeping her distance from Preston. Like, she can still see him. Like, she's keeping him within line of sight, but she's just, like, staying back and staying quiet on the way there.
Seeing this, Ashman will slow down and ride up behind or beside Piper and go, credit for your thoughts.
Yeah, it's just...
Siblings.
Yeah. It's really complicated. What
Looks
happened
looks
us.
between Piper and Preston, saying, older? Him?
Yep. Older twin. By 2 minutes. So. He thinks he knows everything because of it. But. I don't know. Yeah, I just...
You'll sort it out.
I hope
In one
so.
way or another.
Yeah, I kind of promised our dad I'd get him home, so if we can't figure it out between us, I don't know how well that's gonna go. So, just hope for the best, I guess.
Well, it's a bit pointless me trying to turn around and say, stay positive, because you probably know more of the story than I will ever.
Well, assuming we get some time to sit down and breathe, I could give you some more context to this disaster. So.
Sounds good.
That was some impressive work you did back there on the ship.
Yeah, I've never been great at like the building parts of ships, but like controlling and stuff like that, pilot seat stuff. That's definitely something I can work with. And after everything we heard about,
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, we've been here, a couple of hours, and they've already got the process of having 3 ships. Yay.
Just think about it. You can brag to all of your crewmates when you find them. Because you're going to find them. They're going to find them. Okay? Just kind of nudge his arm a bit.
Yeah. When I see them.
Yeah. I have a good... Well, I mean, gotta try to be optimistic.
I'll settle for finding the Quarians I came with.
Yeah.
More likely chance I'll see them. But appreciate the positivity.
Well, at least I could do.
Now let's go see what Fort should actually eat.
Oh boy.
I'm expecting lettuce leaves.
So, you head back up the lift, and you are once again greeted by the side of the massive ravine, same as you left it. You kind of navigate on the catwalks. You have to cross some bridges to get over to the other side to get closer to the pit where you were directed to go. Eventually, through all the residences you see on the side of the ravine's cliff, eventually a larger structure can be seen, and with a glowing neon sign, it reads the Hunter's Mark.
That's so fucking cool.
I love that.
And you can see that like there's no door. It's just an open structure, just a little like alcove. And inside you can see some tables, and you can see some rougher looking Vorcha types. Again, more like what you're used to seeing with like blood pack mercenaries, covered in cybernetics, armed to the teeth. And they're all drinking out of very small glasses. Yet they seem content.
Welcome to the Solis Baspadoon. How hard are you?
God damn it, Karl! You beat me by my mouth was open.
I felt someone was going to do it, so I might as
The
well.
syllable was leaving my lungs. We didn't fucking let it in. Come on.
That was like me earlier with Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's like, man. So yeah, before you see a tavern kind of cut out into the side of the cliff, and you see some taps that are just open to the public, not on the bartender side. They're just on your side. But there's not a lot of traffic in here. But what little people are in here are a little gruffer.
Pick your poison.
Lovely place.
You see one of the taps is just a normal-looking spigot that says water.
So assume that's not going to be in use.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fix that.
True.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what Vulture would be drinking, though, for alcohol.
Probably something strong.
Wrinkle?
Maybe not that.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, they could surprise us, I guess. But
Well, I mean, like, if they can regenerate, I'm pretty sure it'd burn the alcohol out quicker.
yeah, that's a good point.
But they have to
That's
have
true.
some pretty heavy shit to get a buzz.
Or they drink it and then immediately go to the fight pit and just beat the shit out of
Maybe.
each other.
Like,
Well.
amps them up.
You have multiple different taps to choose from, if any.
Mm.
How many specifically?
You see 3, and then the water spigot. They're unlabeled, otherwise I would describe them.
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy, mystery liquid.
Roulette.
Eeny, meeny, miny, you, and I choose the second tap.
Second tap. Okay. Out pours a kind of like lighter looking liquid. It almost does look like water. But upon smelling its aroma, it's very clear that this is not water.
That's fucking vodka, man.
I watch to see what anyone else gets out of theirs before I drink my cup.
Piper's gonna go for the third one.
The third one?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the third tap is just, you swear to God you see chunks coming out of the tap,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
it's like red.
Chunks.
Gross.
Ew.
Strux wants to do a
Miri-
It
suicide.
smells vile.
Miri's
Strux
gonna go
wants all
with the
3.
one that Ashen chose then.
Yeah, if I can get another cup, I'm gonna put that one to the side and then get a new cup and then get the second tap. Because I'm
Mhm.
not touching that.
He'll do you one better. He'll swap glasses with you.
Oh,
I'll take that one.
Hands it to Strux.
Scorn is just like, hey Piper, hand me that one.
Give me
okay.
that.
Sure, go
Give
ahead,
me
big guy. Give it to him.
He immediately downs it.
What even is this?
I don't want to know.
Like, any of it.
That, my small friend, is Raincal.
Oh.
The clear one.
Yeah, I think I
The red
died.
Oh.
What's the clear one?
Goes finds another glass and goes for the red one.
Oh my god.
God damn it,
I
Ashen.
wouldn't do that if I'm. You can see Scorn like uncharacteristically is just like
No.
like
You'll
I'm not
die.
above a practical joke, but like you really shouldn't do that.
You will die.
Call me on bullshit, but I've drunken this 3 times.
You're going to die.
Okay, well maybe
Fair
those
enough,
were
human.
just luck. Who's?
I'm gonna hold on to this cup for now, and I'll drink it at the appropriate time.
Oh my god.
Okay, but seriously, you think it through.
Oh, I'm.
So
Yeah, I will.
I'd love to see you drink that, but the last thing we need in this survival situation is to babysit a puny human that can't handle his alcohol.
speaking of which,
I mean, Preston's
the-
not holding this.
the clear one is the
Damn.
most normal
Don't
drink, right?
encourage him.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it's very funny you two bring this up because I'm gonna grab 2 cups, fill them up, and be like, Preston, we haven't fulfilled the Stormbreaker tradition yet.
Oh no.
I will have mine, and he will have his.
Oh God, what are you making me do?
You have to try, and I will say try, to outdrink me. It's a tradition. Everyone's done it.
I'm pretty sure this Ezo poisoning did something to my immune system. You sure
Dude,
you
I'm
want to play
fucking-
this game?
Hey, I'm a Quarian. We're on even ground.
Just not gonna say anything, gonna bite my tongue and watch.
I'm just
Skeletor, you gotta film this.
gonna go
You're
stand
on.
next to Ashen and just be like,
Yeah, cool.
No.
Meanwhile, Miri's just gonna start sipping on her clear drink that she got.
The clear drink, it's strong, but it's not like it's not destroying you actively. It almost tastes like what you might equate to like cactus juice.
Oh, well,
Cactus
okay.
dress.
It's peyote.
Yeah.
Juan, which drink did you actually get for you and Preston?
The clear one.
Clear one.
Okay.
I'm having second thoughts, like drink this or try to engage in this drinking contest too.
All right. Everyone
God.
who's drinking a clear
Fuck
thing,
it,
like
I have one
Miri,
too.
Juan, and Piper, I
Mhm.
guess.
I need a drink. Yeah. What are we doing?
We've done the smart thing for the day.
Constitution saving throw.
We've done the smart thing today by
Their
making them
tradition
3
continues.
ships.
13.
Did you just roll a natural 1?
No, I rolled 11 total.
Okay.
I
That
think I'll join in on this and put the red cider away.
is a 19. 18 plus 1.
You have good rolls, Gene.
It's because I didn't waste my good rolls before the session, baby.
Yeah.
You're right, and I think it's actually coming through because I got a 12 plus 5.
Piper's a lightweight. We all know this. It's gonna happen
Okay.
no matter what.
So 17.
So, did I miss anybody? Is that everybody?
Got a
Believe so.
13.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone handles their drink well enough. Preston especially. It's like he barely got phased.
Yo, someone that can hang, let's go.
Hey, I can hang.
But
Hey,
you
I
don't
didn't say my
want
immune
to.
system was changed for the worse.
Hey, yo, I can.
Oh, this is going to end in disaster for someone.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
All right. Let's go.
Worst case scenario, I get drunk enough to go fight. Who cares?
All right. Con save again. Everyone else keeps going in the competition.
Does Piper
I'm
keep
not-
going?
Miri's not. He's just drinking.
Okay, so you're just casually. Okay.
Yes.
So you're like, yeah, just on that one drink.
Just
Yeah,
sipping.
I can tell you that drink is not affecting you poorly at all.
That one, a bit worse. That's a 13.
Okay. Yep. You
24.
are. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ashen, it's almost like
Second wind.
you feel like you're getting more hydrated, weirdly enough, even though you know that's not possible.
He's hallucinating the hydration. Oh no.
Juan, you're still going strong. Preston also still going strong.
Okay, going well so far.
I could do this all day.
Hey, Captain America.
I mean, how old are you? I don't want you to get hurt or anything.
I'm 27.
Oh,
He's older than
Okay.
us, Preston.
Not quite drunk enough, but I almost
just wanted to
slew
make sure I wasn't
everyone.
drinking an old man into the ground.
Oh my god.
damn it.
How old are you, Preston?
He's 25.
25 or 26?
We're
25.
25.
Okay, it's 2 years, goddammit.
You can tell in his eyes that he's getting a little competitive, but like in the like, you know,
Yeah.
playful kind of way,
Yeah.
contrary to what you've learned about him so far.
Yeah, okay, let's keep doing this. Let's humanize him further.
All right, another.
Let's go. Save.
Not as good, but still good.
I think
19.
I'm casually sipping with Miri.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Is 13 again.
13. Wow.
Let the
Yeah,
boys have their
this-
fun.
This is going strong for everyone.
We can literally do this for hours.
Yeah. Everyone's just fine still. You can feel that the drink is like on the stronger side, yet you're not feeling anything yet, either of you.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah,
It's gonna
knowing my
sneak up
luck
on
is
you like
gonna last
wine.
long.
You say you would change for the difference, Preston. As in tech-wise or biotically? Or something else, seeing as you've got squid monsters, apparently.
Some form of biotics.
Ooh, this
Fell
thing.
into a pit of Ezo.
There's a joke there, but I'm still too sober to make it. So, we've got, looks at one, basically immune to poisons, such as drinking. Looks at Preston, biotically charged super Ezo boy. And then looks at himself and goes, and techie disaster. Fantastic. Drink.
All right, another con save.
Alright, let's go.
And here's where I fuck it up.
Oh, don't say that.
Okay. Not so hot.
Okay.
Hello, Daddy.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
11.
11.
wow.
Me and one just both hit the wall. But we're still running.
You all kind of feel a buzz coming on, but you guys are still fine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Preston looks completely unfazed.
Wow.
Look, we can't let the young whippersnapper beat us, or at least both of us.
Did you just fucking say whippersnapper?
Yes, I diddly do.
You sound older than they think I am.
Dude, you're 1 year older above me, and I'm 1 year above Presty Boy there.
And me.
All right,
Yeah.
enough talking. Let's keep going.
Try not
Okay.
to get too excited. We don't have water, so we can't sober you guys up if you go too far.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm starting to get a bit panicked rolling this now.
What do we got, guys?
Shamrock necklace, carry me through.
Okay. See what we got. I got a 14.
Okay. 10.
10? Okay. Ashen, you are feeling yourself starting to get a little drunk.
Oh boy.
Hallelujah.
I love how this always happens when we find a new bar, by the way.
Juan, you're doing fine. Again, a little bit of a buzz, but ultimately fine. You handle your alcohol pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Preston, you swear you can see his eye start twitching, but that could just be your eye twitching.
Can't tell if this
Mhm.
motherfucker's cheating or not.
Oh, I can assure you, this is legitimate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Piper's watching Preston. She's watching all of them, but she's watching Preston mostly when she realizes he's just totally fine every single time. Can she do an insight check on him? Just
Sure.
to see if he's like doing anything.
It'd probably be more
Fucking-
helpful to do a medicine check.
If he's
Okay, that's
cheating, I'm gonna punch him.
a medicine. Okay, that works.
Is he even drinking his drink?
That's a nat 20 for 26.
Oh!
26?
Big bro can't hide from me.
All right. You know exactly what's going on here. So, he is actually subtly using some of his powers. You can see as he ingests this juice, this cactus juice, you can see some of the veins on his neck light up a little bit,
Oh.
and you can see them slightly vibrating. And you can tell that liquid is not even making it down his throat. He's
Oh
using
my
his
God.
biotics to break it up as it
Oh,
goes
he's a
into
little
him.
bitch.
Oh.
And you can see he's just looking confidently at the other boys.
Cool.
Okay. Oh shit.
If I made it this far in and I've been the only one drinking and I'm still hanging, I think I still win.
Yeah, in other words, Preston can't lose.
I think she's just gonna look at Preston, and then after realizing that, she's just gonna sigh and be like, you know, you could at least make it fair for the other two.
I wish I could.
What do you
Something
mean?
I can control.
What do you mean?
The what?
Look, you two we better lay this game to rest.
No.
No, I wanna know what you mean.
No, let the sister talk.
No.
No, really, I'm not saying this selfishly for once. I'm just starting to get a little worried about you two. We do have a mission after all.
I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
Piper,
What
Huh?
do you mean?
what did you mean?
Pretty sure his biotics are causing him not to feel anything. I mean, you can correct me if I don't exactly know how it works, but biotic shit is fucking with it. So
Fucking looks back at Preston. Did you know about this? That this would be a thing that happens? Because I know biotics get freaky.
Ashen's mind is going so slowly trying to process this information. It's like, is that a thing?
He just sets down the glass and is like, yeah, yes, the Barkers constantly drag me into their parties.
yeah, I meant to ask you about that. How the hell did you end up with them? Of all people.
Well, they took me in.
One's just gonna sigh and be like, I tried to start you up on a fun tradition, but then you neglected to tell us this, you cheating bitch!
You know what?
One.
You know what? You know what? One's right. And I slide over the glass of rare juice
Oh
to him
no.
and go, consequences of actions, my friend.
There are two hymns in this scenario. Which
I
hymn?
slide it over to Preston.
Okay.
I've got no ill will against one. One is the most respectable one out of us trio.
Fair.
I have something in this that's making it easier for me, and I'm still fucking failing at it.
Okay. I mean, you toss him over, you slide over a glass of the Rincal, and he just instinctively just like picks it up, drinks it just to satisfy you. Since it's Rincal, I actually am going to make him roll this time.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Okay. So you can tell Piper that his body is still doing the same thing. However, you can tell this one's a little rougher for him. Like some of it is actually getting through. into his system. And you see him just go like like let out a slight cough.
Are you okay?
Okay. That one might be evil.
And I will smile at him and in Keelish say, "You get what you deserve."
Are you happy now, you drunken fool?
That was pretty funny.
Okay,
Miri
you know
will
what?
giggle.
I think we're
In
done here.
Preston's
That was good.
defense,
That was worth it.
look, in Preston's defense, he can't help it, okay? Yes,
Well,
it's a
he
shitty
could
thing to
tell
do,
us.
but okay, he could have told you. Yes, that's true. But it's something he can't control, so
Then why
let's
did he
just-
agree?
I don't know. Maybe because he has pride or something? He's competitive. Always been that way. Ever since we were little,
Yes.
so.
And I saw a little life in his eyes for the first time since I met him. I consider this tradition a success.
I've been having
Look.
fun.
Congrats. Welcome to the team, buddy.
Look, I never had anything against you people. After all, you know, I could tell you all are quite close, and I mean, that's what our efforts are all about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you not part of their group?
No, we just found
Not
him.
really.
It's
The
like
longest
the
possible
longest
story, man. The
Well-
longest possible story.
Well, shit, I just thought this was the norm for you guys.
No. No, there's a whole ass story behind why we're the way we are. So,
You know what, I'm just going to stop assuming now and I'll just genuinely ask you guys questions.
yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Yeah, probably best.
Save me assuming. Fun drinking, though.
Yes, it was fun.
He can have fun. This was a super success. We started cracking down the barriers, guys. You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
You just you hear behind you guys as you set the glasses down. You see one of these Vorcha just kind of look over and just be like, "Thought they were gonna drink the whole tap."
I'm not that
problem?
crazy.
We had 5 drinks. We're fine. 6 if Preston counts his one shot of fucking devil juice.
6 means you've exhausted all your drinks for the entire month.
Okay.
Okay, I got one more. Sweet.
Use it wisely.
Yeah, I'll wait till a particularly depressing scenario.
Ashen just won't mention he's got a fucking water cap in his bag.
Alrighty. So, with your glasses turned over, and with a bit of a heads up from another patron, you
Mhm.
are now standing right outside the bar. Is there anywhere else you'd like to go?
Good question.
Good question.
So we know about the fighting pit. Do we know about anywhere else?
There's the
I
rip
remember.
shop.
Yeah.
Like how we came for food and left with drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yeah, you do notice that there is a grub house nearby.
Go there.
Get
If
some
we
food
really
and go
want
watch
to.
fights.
Yeah. Dinner and entertainment.
So, the tavern didn't have, despite being kind of a nicer establishment, didn't have as many patrons inside. It had like a table full of hunters, and that was it. There is actually a line going out the door for the grub house.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
And it's a variety of people. You see other hunters in line. You see Vorcha standing alone. Sometimes you see some families. The line seems to be moving at a pretty steady rate, though.
I think Ashen will just stay out of the line because he'll obviously think to let some more needy people get rations rather than him.
Miri's gonna go ahead and assume that she probably can't eat anything in there, so
Yeah.
Uh,
I will check my supplies for Dextro stuff.
you can make a medicine check.
eh. She'll
Alright.
she'll do whatever everyone else wants to do.
Bit of deja vu here. A chocolate bar of Dextro variety appears in Miri's face.
Chocolate!
You know, it would be nice, a ham sandwich.
I ain't got
Well,
that.
what do you know? A ham sandwich.
God, I wish I could go for some.
What do you know? It could use some mustard.
I think
Oh, some mustard.
Piper's gonna turn across and be like, "Are you hungry? Do you want anything? I've got some rations in my bag."
I wouldn't say no.
Okay. She'll start digging through her bag, try to find something he could eat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the chocolate, by the way.
My pleasure.
Got some
One.
energy bars.
One chocolate bar?
It's my favorite.
Okay. One. And last extra bar I would have in my pack, I will once again throw to Wamobi.
Oh, you're the best.
Do what I can. I'm all out of Dextro stuff though.
We will need to solve this place's food and water problem eventually.
Yeah, we do.
It seems that might be our main limiting factor.
Well,
Aurelia just points out, like, we're on a bit of a timer here, it seems.
yeah. Might need to start prioritizing some things.
The Vorcha will be able to adapt, no problem. We, on the other hand, are going to start having some problems.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we better start making some work then. After the world stops spinning around for me.
Are you okay? Can you
A little tipsy.
walk?
Good.
Do you need help?
Just get a stronger stomach. It's easy.
Oh, I'm Ashen's not like completely useless now. He's just in that like, hey, the world's a bit brighter right now.
Hey,
Smile on face
alcohol
type
has
thing.
effects on humans.
Ashen's happier. You'll notice that. I'll say that.
Okay.
So, beyond the grub house, which you can see as you decide to pass by it, it is a line for rations, and people walk out with just either a simple chunk of meat, like it's just a cube of meat, and it looks very rare, or they walk out with just like colorless, odorless, just like protein blocks. And that's it.
Jeez.
Yeah, we gotta help them out.
We ought to recruit those hunters to go shoot some stuff with us.
Yeah.
They seem to be capable.
By all means. Strength in numbers. Let's get that water supply back.
Yes, I've been
Lots to
thinking
do.
about that.
Have any ideas?
Well, frankly, I don't even know where their water comes from.
Perhaps we should go ask someone.
Maybe that guy we met at the start.
Maybe. He might know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Preston, by the way, I have some, like, energy bars. I don't know if that's okay, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll just hand him one.
I can make this last throughout the day.
Okay, cool. I'll just hand one to him. And she's gonna eat one herself. Another one herself.
Yeah, from this point on, now that you all have come to this revelation, it actually does matter about feeding and drinking, keeping yourself on a good supply of food and water,
Oh boy.
as everything around you, besides the alcohol, is inedible.
Great.
Cool.
So, I will say, in your time walking around this settlement, you've noticed some booths and some carts set up by some what appear to be like street vendors that carry common and uncommon goods.
Oh.
So, if you would like to think about that before next session, there would be a chance to do some shopping around this place.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Yeah, that kind of thing. As you all are, as some of you stand there nearly drunk, and some of you are pondering what exactly to do about your situation, your omnis light up, and you get a communication from Styxus, the scoutmaster you met.
Oh.
Hmm.
Should probably answer that. Who wants to answer it? Anyone?
Hello?
Hello?
Attention, strangers!
Yes?
We have a lock on one of the shuttles. It appears to have crashed just a couple clicks away.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's good.
Send the location, please.
Already done. Me and a small squad of hunters were going to go retrieve them if you would like to join us.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Better make haste. It appears they've crashed near the old purifier.
Which is
It's in for the water?
Yeah, it's where
Yeah,
a lot
that would be great.
of our taps get their water from.
oh no. Okay.
I look to the others and go, hey, look at that. We do two tasks at once. Yay!
Killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
That.
How do you all feel about spelunking?
But what now?
But what?
I live,
Sounds like a
live
fun
for that
word.
shit.
With a bit of cave diving.
Oh god.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, just make sure you all are prepared. Let's meet at the south edge of the ravine in 15 minutes. Come equipped. The tunnels
Always.
sometimes aren't the safest.
Appreciate it. Immediately goes to the vendor and sees they're selling rope.
Me and the other hunters will be waiting.
We appreciate the
We'll
update.
meet you there.
We'll see you soon.
See you.
Okay. Well, that answers that question on what we're going to do next.
I am so glad I'm not wasted right now.
All right. And unless anyone else has some closing remarks, that is where I was going to end the session.
Good place to end.
Yeah, that's a good stopping point for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Let's go adventuring down in the...
There's just Vorcha hanging upside down.
I'm trying to sleep. Get out of my house.
You know, I actually thought about how the Vorcha, if they sleep like bats, and I was like, no, that's too on the nose.
It would only make sense, though.